I have an old log building and I love sauna. So at the moment when the weather is getting cold, I cannot have a better idea than to repurpose one of the rooms in the building into a sauna. This building is over 80 years old and it's been used for various purposes throughout its life. If you ever had an experience of renovating the old building, the first thing to do is to get rid of a lot of junk that piled up there throughout the years and clean up the space so you can start working on it. That's what I'm kicking off today, and this work is never so pleasant, but every step of the way it gets better when you see the room transforming into something that you really like. So after I finished cleaning up the area, we can have a quick look of what's the further steps that I'm planning to do. First of all, these bricks I salvaged from the building that fell apart. I'm planning to use them as a surface and a foundation of the floor. This is all the stuff that I had to remove from the sauna area. This is an old log building, so of course, being 80 years old, it had a lot of stuff to remove. Now let's head inside and let's see what we are working with here. So practically the sauna layout, we can start from this corner where we're gonna have the stove. It's just next to the door. That is one of the door that we have. We're gonna have other door here in the future, and that's our assistant right here. So I'll kick off with the floor in the stove area. So the plan is, this is like 1 meter and 1 meter area. So I'm gonna lay down the bricks right here to have a surface to put the stove on. So that's gonna be the stove corner, and the floor is gonna be bricks. I already kicked off with the flooring that is gonna be in the rest of the sauna, which will be the bricks laid down on the soil to keep the lumber from getting into direct contact with the soil and therefore prevent rot. This of course will be covered in linseed oil, which does the job, and the bricks that we're gonna have laying here are gonna be covered with hydro insulation. So the lumber comes on top of this, and we have a insulated and treated lumber acting as a floor foundation for our sauna floor. 2 days of work. Mainly first day was just cleaning out the room here, and so today, first of all, I did the foundation of the stove area. So this is done with the reclaimed bricks. These are pretty old bricks. We salvaged them while renovating the house where I live now. So these bricks must be over 50 years old, so I just stacked them up here. This area is 1 meter and 1 meter of coverage here. I'm not sure which stove in the sauna I will be putting, but it's gonna be definitely sufficient area to put the sauna stove here. It's gonna be a wooden stove. Thinking now about Harvia Pro 20, but we'll see moving forward. And the second thing I did is laying the foundation for the floor. It's a simple foundation. As you can see, materials differ. I had these two from my leftover IKEA kitchen, so I use this there. Basic layout will be the benches right here, next door here, so main load will be in this area around the entrance and go into the benches, so those two will be sufficient there, is no problem. So practically what I did is I put the bricks more or less level across the area. I just put the bricks on the soil, and the floor joists on the bricks. Very simple construction. It has as you can see, it is quite lifted, so it has air to breathe. Next step to do is, for example, let's take this piece. Next step would be putting the hydro isolation under the brick, and as well here above the brick, so that any humidity will not get into contact with lumber in this direction. So with a little bit of gap, so the water will be dripping down on the boards and going down from these joists. Next step to do, now these are just put here for measuring if it's level that I wanna. Next thing to do is I have to acquire linseed oil, which should act as an impregnation for this wood structure, and that will protect it against the mold and rot. And after a good afternoon of work, let's do a bit of drawing. Here I'm just putting my idea to paper, how I want the sauna to look and how I think it would be the best to have the layout for the efficiency and for the comfort of usability of the sauna. Obviously, going forward it might change, but at the moment that's how I imagine the sauna layout to look, all according to the measure and according to my provisional plan at the moment. So I will give you a quick overview of my quick project of the sauna. The sauna is approximately should be around 17-18 cubic meters, so that's important when calculating the stove that we need and other parameters for the sauna. We have 2 3-meter walls here, east and it's east and west, yeah, that's true. Southern wall, the shortest, 1 meter 80 centimeter, and the 2 meter 40 centimeter wall here in the north side. We have one window currently, so it will need the ceiling and improving. It's gonna be between the stove area and the berth, so we're gonna have to make sure that it's properly sealed and the heat is not escaping straight away through the window. Anyway, that shouldn't be any kind of issue if we're gonna choose the correct stove, and that's what we are planning to do. Currently we have one door here, is the main entrance. This is outdoors, it's like a terrace. Well, soon to be terrace. Currently it's just a outdoor area covered with some roof. I'm planning to have another door to enter into the additional room that we're gonna have an area to prepare for sauna. Currently, in this plan, I just draw the door this way, but looking at the plan of the sauna, actually, it would make sense, I think, to make the door hinge other direction, means like that. So then is more comfy to enter and fire up the stove or enter to the sauna and just enjoy the heat. So that is a quick overview of the sauna project. Of course, I'm sure it's gonna change moving forward. It's gonna be adjusted, but that's the quick overview how the sauna is supposed to look according to my idea now. And of course, it's gonna be, I hope, improved while building it.